Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. Friday afternoon, bit of a wind coming up as I do this reading. You might hear it howling in the background. Next cold front is moving through the Western Cape over the weekend. Our winter is really here. I am doing readings today on the cousins. I've just done one on Mike Tyndall, of course Zara's husband, and now I'm moving on to Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank. They, of course, are moving to Portugal, rather a surprise move. And he has been given a position, I think, promoting a luxury resort in Portugal. He does seem to like the good things in life, Jack Brooksbank, like a good tourist that he is. He was, of course, I think, a brand manager for George Clooney's tequila brand for a long time and lived the good life, lived the high life until some unfortunate photos came out. Then he retreated for a while, retired. They have, of course, had a new baby, so another reason to live very quietly. But he, of course, lost his father and had to step in and run the business. His father, I think, was an accountant. And so he went quiet for a while, but now this is very surprising news. Jack and Eugenie off to Portugal. Well, she is going to be dividing her time between Portugal and the UK, according to the press. And so I'm going to have a little look at this using the Tarot of the Wandering Star. Seems appropriate. We're talking about traveling, moving. There it is. And have a look at what's going on. There are rumors about their relationship, that there might be some trouble in paradise, that Jack might be having his eye might be wandering. That is a rumor. There is rumor as well that they are in some kind of financial trouble. Certainly don't have the resources that Princess Beatrice's husband seems to have financial resources, so maybe some financial trouble there. Then there is also talk that this is some form of banishment, being sent to Portugal because they picked the wrong team. They picked Team Sussex and not Team Cambridge, and they are being punished in some way. A lot of people speculate that Princess Eugenie has been feeding information back to the Harkles in California and allowing them to cause some trouble, extra trouble, timing of events, timing of announcements, that kind of thing. She was, of course, seen in California with Harry and Meghan with Harry at the Super Bowl, and with Harry and Meghan out dining. And of course, they lived at Frogmore Cottage for a long time, a sublease that seemed not to be particularly legal or had not been run by the relevant authorities. Now booted from Frogmore Cottage because Harry and Meghan have renewed their lease there. So they're back into Little Nottingham Cottage, as far as I recall, or is it Ivy Cottage? One of those little cottages at Kensington Palace, nothing very fancy. Jack off to... that was an unfortunate phrase. Jack is off to Portugal to work. And Eugenie, who knows? There is rumour as well that she's been blackballed in polite society in the UK for her choice of cousin to side with. Let's see. We've got the Seven of Wands coming up as the underlying energy of this reading. Seven of Wands is Seven of Wands in reverse. We're talking about here inability to defend yourself, being vulnerable, being weak, not being able to maintain your position. Pick the wrong team, being knocked down. That is the energy of the Seven of Wands for me. That they are in trouble. They are in trouble. They're not able to defend the choice that they made, and it's left them exposed. It's left them weakened. It's left them vulnerable. It's always the Seven of Wands when it's upright. You are maintaining your position, the high ground that you have gained. And when the card is in the reverse, you don't have that position anymore, or you never achieved that position. So it does mean that the couple is quite weak and in some difficulty, just as the underlying energy. Let's have a look. This situation. How does universe want to describe this situation for us? Two of Swords in reverse. A decision has been made, and it was not an easy decision. Two of Swords, crossroads, paths diverge and you have to pick one and you don't know which way to go. You're blindfolded, you can't see the way. And it's a thinking and a waiting energy. But when the card is in the reverse, you have made your decision, a difficult decision, a decision you didn't want to make. You may have delayed making, but it is now made, and you are committed to whatever path you chose. And so that's it. This was not a happy decision. This was not, oh yay, we're going to go and live in Portugal. This was a difficult decision that was kind of forced on them, and possibly because of picking the wrong team. And so let's have a look at their marriage. How is their marriage currently? Is it in trouble? Is it healthy? Ooh. This is a bit of a weird tarot deck. It's quite hard to read if you're not familiar with Rider-Waite, if you're not quite used to tarot cards. It doesn't really express the energy very well of the Ace of Cups. The Eight of Cups is normally somebody walking away in sorrow from a situation, a very dark energy, a very difficult energy, leaving something that they love. Somebody is walking away from someone, and oh dear, the rumors may have some basis in reality. Let's throw the disclaimer in as usual. Tarot reading, all my opinion, just for entertainment purposes. There is a full disclaimer in the box below. But when you get the Eight of Cups in a relationship reading, it does not bode well. It means that somebody is at least thinking of walking away. And a lot of people are speculating that this move to Portugal, this news about the job, may be the start of this separation news coming out, that it's difficult, long distance relationship, Princess Eugenie spending more and more time on her own in the UK with the little baby August, and difficulty, and then we regretfully have agreed to separate. All of that is in this card, although you may not get it from the actual artwork. Let's see how they're doing financially. Next question, this 5-card reading. How are they doing financially? They are fine. They are set for life with that 9 of Pentacles, or at least the woman in the relationship is set for life. 9 of Pentacles is the dog, is barking, the wind is blowing, and very exciting when you're a 14-year-old deaf husky and you're running around the garden and you've got new pain meds for your arthritis and you're feeling like you might just be a puppy, and so dancing around in the wind and barking, and that's what you're hearing. But 9 of Pentacles, somebody has got financial independence. It's normally a woman in the 9 of Pentacles, and certainly in this depiction it is. She is free. She is liberated. She is set for life financially, surrounded by luxury, all the good things in life. It could be that they both are, that this job that Jack has got is really going to make him very wealthy, very secure financially. He's in with people who are very wealthy, who are looking after him, and so he's set for life and they are set for life as a couple. But normally this 9 of Pentacles, oh dear, he's coming to tell me now what fun it is outside. We have been for our afternoon walk. The 9 of Pentacles is normally a card of independence, meaning being on your own. It's traditionally read that way, traditionally read as a woman who is on her own, and she's very okay with being on her own. A single woman doing very well, very comfortable, very powerful, very comfortable in her own skin, and has everything she wants in life. Very interesting energy is sitting next to that 8 of Cups. Very interesting. So what is going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of about this job in Portugal, this move to Portugal, this situation? Is there something dodgy going on? Is it sort of a banishment? Wow, we get the banishment card quite literally, the exile card, the 5 of Pentacles. And a woman in tears there, being cast out of the royal family. It definitely has got something to do with that, in my opinion, allegedly. Let's throw all of that in. Yeah, decision made. We don't trust you. you are going to have to be sent away. You might be sent away in a luxury, where we're certainly not going to send you away to the salt mine. We're not going to, you're not going to be homeless and destitute. You're a member of the royal family, a very senior member of the royal family still, in the line of succession and all of that. So can't be seen to be stacking shelves at Tesco's, but you're out. 5 of Pentacles. The card is in the reverse. I'm reading that as extreme. You are out. I'm not reading it as you're welcome back in. After your time of exile, I'm reading it as you are now going into exile. You are banished. Very, very, very harsh energy from that card. You picked the wrong team. You're weak. You're vulnerable. You're exposed. And now, bye-bye. I'm almost getting a Prince William hand in this somewhere along the line. Don't trust her. She needs to go. We saw he got rid of Prince Andrew from the Order of the Garter procession in Windsor. If he's there, I'm not there. Prince Andrew had to sulk at home. This is very powerful. Very, very powerful banishment energy. Outcome for the couple. Their marriage, their position. If their marriage endures, it's in trouble. If their marriage endures, their position in the royal family. Any outcome that the universe wishes to share with us today in this little reading. 8 of Wands. Something is going to unblock, and there is going to be communication. Ultimately, swift moving. It might all unravel pretty quickly. We might get news pretty quickly of a separation. 8 of Wands is a very positive card normally. It says good news, travel there, which I don't normally really notice. And these cards, they do have these little slogans in the cards. Yes, travel. It is going to be back and forth, which the 8 of Wands would indicate. Trips to Portugal, trips back to the UK, long distance relationship. So it's not all doom and gloom for the couple. It's not doom and gloom for their marriage. They might manage this relationship as a long distance relationship with lots of toing and froing. But I'm inclined to think more that we've had blocked energy here with the 2 of Swords. Decision that has been delayed and then was suddenly made. And it's a similar feeling with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is something unblocks. Something suddenly bursts open and moves. Energy flows that was not flowing. And communication might start to flow that was not flowing. News that we might not be aware of might suddenly come out about the state of their marriage and their relationship. We might get that news, and freeing her to go and live her independent life. She's provided for, she's looked after. She might get a nice gift in a will, or might have already received some form of gift in a will from a grandparent. She looks like she's set for life. There is something that's going to happen in the near future. We are going to get news of this couple that is going to sort of burst upon us, I would say. And it might be quite surprising to people who haven't been reading the gossip columns and following the news around them very closely. That is that for readings today. Thank you as ever for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.